Hello, everybody. Um, Samuel Young here. So, I do not know what's going on because honestly, um, there are some things here that I just don't get at all. So, what exactly am I talking about? Well, look, this whole like age verification thing that I was talking about, it's kind of confusing. Cause look, basically here's what's going on. Cause look, at one point in my other video that I made last time, I said that like the age verification thing was getting bad now. But then I kinda didn't mention this, but it was also getting for some reason support. And now this is what's happening now. Cause apparently the age verification thing is gonna be like for like an hour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you.
So on January 1st, 2026, Virginia is going to be implementing a very weird age verification law where they're going to be limiting kids to 1 hour of social media per day. How are they going to enforce this? Not even the news organizations reporting on this seem to know. So in terms of verifying age, we know they're going to be doing the very invasive thing that all these states and countries are doing, demanding ID age verification to make sure that you are 16 or under or 16 or older, collecting that sweet biometric data, selling our information and violating our privacy just so we can use the internet. And obviously all of these states and countries are bouncing back and forth in terms of ideas. Australia went ahead and banned social media for people who are under 16. So it gets to a situation where all these states and countries keep looking at each other like, oh, that's a good idea. That's a good way to violate everyone's privacy and collect everyone's information. So they keep bouncing back and forth from each other. But like I said, the news organization is reporting on this law that is going to be implemented in just a few days now. Nobody seems to actually know what exactly is going on. Evolve this law. But anyways, as you can see, the news presenters even seem confused themselves on how exactly this law will be enforced and implemented because they haven't even really laid out what the penalties will be if you don't follow this law. As they mentioned in that news presentation, and as we all know, you can also just use a VPN to bypass this type of stuff, and that's why it's pretty worrying when states and countries start proposing laws to try to limit or ban VPNs in general. There are laws being presented around the world right now where people are actually trying to ban or limit VPNs. A lot of people are trying to actually put age verification into VPNs, which would literally defeat the purpose. So it's a pretty weird law, the whole 1 hour social media thing. And as we always say in literally every single video, it has nothing to do with protecting the kids. They just want to collect all of our data. But anyways, Net Choice, which has become like some heroes right now in terms of internet privacy, has went ahead and filed a lawsuit against Virginia as well because of this law. And they have actually done a really good job in stopping laws from being implemented in other states in the United States. I've already talked about it before. They've had a hand at stopping a lot of social media age verification laws in the United States, like in Louisiana. They were actually involved in that one. Arkansas as well was another state that they had some involvement in stopping their age verification laws. Ohio was another one as well. So NetChoice is very involved in trying to get a lot of these laws banned or restricted. And at this point, they've won over my trust. It really does seem like they care about social media privacy and just biometric privacy in general because they are opposing all of these laws. And like I said, they filed a formal lawsuit against Virginia, and they made a lot of the points that we always make in our videos as well, basically stating that these laws are like imposing government mandated time limits on social media use is no different than restricting reading books or watching documentaries, and it violates the First Amendment. And obviously, you have to talk about the cybersecurity risk because basically, if you are asking for sensitive details for age verification, like commercially reasonable methods such as a neutral age verification mechanism, what does that even really mean? I mean, what are you talking about? A selfie, a video verification, submitting ID? Because none of that is safe. It is just the information of little kids when you think about it. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to submit a selfie to try to prove your age and you're like 15 or whatever, that is just the information of a child just floating out there in the internet now. It's just a very, very precarious situation.
So yeah, like I showed in that video from the Deep Humor channel, basically kids are for some reason just gonna get like an hour of social media. So what exactly is going on? Because look, I do not know why this is happening. Like, many people at first thought, oh no, the UK is gonna have like this law that's only gonna be applied in the UK. But now the US is also for some reason trying to get this law here in the USA. And basically, it's like I said, no one's happy about this, but there's nothing we can do. There is basically nothing we can do because, well, you know. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So, yeah, if there's another like video by Deep Humor about the age verification thing, um, you can like either wait until I make like another video on that, or you know what? I am just gonna have to tell you to go to his channel and see what's up, because for me, I don't know. I do not have the power to like change the law in any way, like in any way. Because look, unless they don't let this whole age verification thing go through, it's gonna be a problem for everybody. So it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So what's really gonna happen now? Because nowadays you can only either like you can either like just take a selfie, show your like government state ID, your credit card, or something else. Because I think they also said somewhere down below in the age verification thing that you also have to use your email for some reason to like verify your age too, which makes no sense. Sort of, I think. But anyways, yeah, that's all I can say. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is Samuel Young, and I am